Hey, ecom business owner. It is, of course, Lou, your host of the Strategize to Monetize podcast. Tell me, are you looking for a simple, easy to follow, step by step way to scale your ecom business to 5K revenue months using the Facebook platform? If you are, I have got something exciting to share with you. In today's episode, I'm going to be informing you and telling you all the juicy ins and outs of my signature flagship 12-month program called the FB Revolution. So, if you're looking to scale your business to 5K revenue months on Facebook without having to post more or spread your time even thinner by showing up on the latest social media platforms, then this episode is for you. So if you're ready to kick spending hours of content creation to the curb, accelerate the growth of your business without investing in influencer marketing, heavily into paid ads, Google ads, or any other ad out there until you're taking home a wage, swap weekend markets and events for a Facebook selling system so you can finally kiss goodbye to your 9 to 5 and go all in with your business, then the FB Revolution could be the perfect program for you. So, enough talk from me. Let's get started.
Hey, I'm Lou, and I'm the host of the Strategize to Monetize podcast. I'm a business strategist, digital marketing coach, and totally obsessed in all things related to harnessing the power of social media to turn side hustles into full-time gigs. In 2016, I left my high-flying corporate career to launch and grow my own online business. Whilst many at times, myself included, thought I was insane, there were a few things I knew for sure. I knew I wanted more from life than working for somebody else, building their multi-million or billion-dollar business. I knew I wanted freedom and flexibility to spend time with family and friends, to travel, to have hobbies and interests outside of working all the time. I knew I didn't want to sacrifice my income. In fact, I wanted to earn more than my 9 to 5, but in less working hours. And I knew I wanted to help and teach ecom business owners how to do that and have the same. This show is dedicated to showing you exactly how I did it and how you can too. The no BS way. Hit subscribe and let's get started. To gain access to my free training, steal my 5-step Facebook selling system, and scale your e-commerce business to 5K months, head to www.fbrevolution.co/masterclass.
Hey guys, it's Lou, and today I'm really excited because I'm going to be sharing all the juicy details on the FB Revolution, which of course is my 12-month flagship program. So, yes, I totally understand that today's episode is a little different than normal, where I'm normally sharing tips and tricks or introducing you to an amazing guest speaker who shares theirs. But the FB Revolution is my baby. I launched it at the start of 2021, and I kind of felt like talking about it, giving it some airtime, and I guess filling you in on how it could help you scale your ecom business to 5K revenue months using the Facebook platform. So let's get started. Firstly, what is this? So, the FB Revolution has been specifically designed to help side hustle e commerce businesses scale to 5K revenue months by swapping out weekend markets and events for a Facebook selling system so they can kiss their 9 to 5 goodbye and finally go all in with their business. So, that sounds pretty cool, right? Now, you might have a couple of questions, which I'm going to answer before I get into what the program specifically is and kind of how it's designed in further detail. So, first and foremost, why did I decide to launch the FB Revolution when I already had a really successful one on one coaching business? Look, to be completely honest with you, I had been, or it had always been a dream of mine since I launched my own business back in 2016 to develop a step by step system to teach business owners everything I knew about launching and growing in the online marketplace using tools or platforms like Facebook. Of course, in order to do that, I had to go ahead and learn those same strategies and techniques and utilize the tools myself before I could go on to teach it to anyone else. The My business has now, if you're listening to this as of today, it has now been around for roughly 5 years, and it's solely based online, so I don't attend face-to-face events. I spend hours upon hours networking at any events around the country or anything like that. I work with clients and students across both Australia and New Zealand. Simply by using the strategies and the tools that I teach my clients every single day and the members of the FB Revolution today. So I learnt, I failed, I tweaked, I pivoted, I relearnt, I refailed, I retweaked, I repivoted until I guess I found the right strategies to get the results that I was wanting, and then started to teach others how to do exactly the same. And of course, the flow on effect of that is the FB Revolution that teaches these same strategies. So, to be fair, like, this isn't my first online program I've designed and mentored students through. It is, however, the first specifically created for e commerce business owners and social media platforms, specifically highlighting Facebook. The key driving force for the creation of the FB Revolution was simply to be able to help more business owners or to be able to help more people. And I know that that sounds really cliche, but I had been coaching in the one on one space for a combined amount of total for 10 years. And there is a limit in terms of how many people you can work with in a one on one capacity, not only because of time, but also because of energy. Now, I didn't start my business, to create this monstrosity of a beast, or, to work all the time and trade all of my time for money, as, that saying kind of goes. I left corporate to start my own business so that I could have a life and that my business could work around that life and that lifestyle. And, having worked for myself for 5 years, I had reached capacity with my one on one clients. In fact, I'd probably gone over it. And I guess simply sat down, did some self reflection around, where things were sitting in my life, within my business, and how I wanted to be able to help more people with the resources that I personally had available. And it felt like the right time to go ahead and launch and start creating the FB Revolution for ecom business owners to learn those same strategies that I had been teaching in the one on one space. I guess another reason why it was why I decided to design and create this program is because whilst I do work with some clients in a one-on-one coaching capacity, not everyone wants or needs that high-end one-on-one coaching accountability, or I guess to be in the fast lane. So I myself had invested in one-on-one coaching before. Maybe you have too. If you have, you can probably relate that when you work in a one-on-one coaching capacity with someone one-on-one, it is quite structured. You meet with that person frequently, and because you are meeting with them frequently, you can move through at a passive or at a accelerated rate in order to get some results, which is great if that's what you're looking for. But if you're not, and you're wanting something that is more go with the flow, the opportunity to learn and grow and implement while working around your life and other things kind of going on, then one-on-one coaching kind of doesn't really work. And a program where it's self-guided and self-learned with some accountability along the way is a perfect opportunity for you. And I have invested in programs like that myself. So it just makes sense to me to be able to offer one-on-one coaching, but also something that had more flexibility, not only for my time, but also the members as well. So that's essentially, I guess, some of the reasons why I decided it was the best time to launch the FB Revolution. There are a ton of other reasons, which I'm not going to spend this whole episode talking about. Happy to discuss them further if people want to know. But they are really the two key reasons. It felt like the right time for me, and I wanted to be able to help more people with something that was more go at your own pace as opposed to, fast track acceleration, that may get you where you want to go really quickly, but doesn't always suit your lifestyle needs, family, friends, your own hobbies, etc. So that's why I decided to create the FB Revolution. Now, you might be wondering why e-commerce? Because ultimately, I am a service-based business, and before I launched, my online programs, you're probably thinking I would know a lot about helping service-based businesses, which I do, but I also have an extensive background in retail and selling my own products, as well as helping others in that space as well. So you may or may not know, but prior to launching my coaching business in 2016, I was working for a large retailer in Australia. Now, I had worked with that company for 9 years, and I was really lucky to start off in front end retail, and based on my own performance, move within other positions within the company until I reached what I considered was my dream goal, working as a career coach in the HR team. So, my role was to be able to meet with front end retail employees and help them understand the company's business model, and how to set and reach their sales targets that was in alignment with the company's goals. Not only by understanding the numbers side of things, which is incredibly important, but also how to, really truly connect with their own why and purpose for wanting to, to sell a product. Um, but ultimately, how to connect that why and that purpose with their customers, to be able to provide the end result, which is to sell more. So, looking at why it was that that person was, wanting to help people with the product they had available, but I guess being able to actually connect with that person, get them to share what their problem was or why they needed or what product they were needing to solve that problem, and then being able to link the two together if that is in alignment, which is exactly what we are doing, in the online e-commerce space. We have a product that either meets someone's desire or solves a problem or meets a need, and we're just looking to connect or understand who our perfect customer is, how to get in front of them in these online platforms, and how to connect with them so that they understand that our product will help solve that problem, meet the need or the desire that they're looking for. So my background was in that space professionally. And then I guess I learned how to take it into the online market and ultimately have gone forward to teach others how to do the same. Now, I haven't just done that, overnight. I do have extensive experience in the retail space. My own learning, which includes more failures that we have got more enough time to talk about, but growing my own online businesses. Now, not only a coaching business and our digital marketing agency, but also product-based businesses as well, and the recent launch of Social Renegades, the store. So I have, I guess, combined my professional and personal experience with, working with a combination of service and product-based businesses over the last 10 years. And it just makes sense to me to be able to help more people in that product and e-commerce space with my experience. There are so many coaches and so many e-programs out there helping people launch, grow service-based businesses. And I wanted to be able to create an opportunity and an offering to help e-commerce business owners instead, which of course is why the FB Revolution concept was launched at the start of 2021. So now that I've shared with you a bit about why I created the program and specifically why I guess I decided e-commerce, what is the FB Revolution all about? Which is probably what you really want to know anyway. Essentially, it's an 8 module e course. It's the same step by step framework that's powered my high end one on one clients to transition from full time employment and attending soul sucking markets and in person events to kissing their 9 to 5s goodbye and going all in with their business. As I mentioned, providing more flexibility because you do it at your own time, but get the same step by step system that you would get if you worked with me in a one on one space. It is not your typical or your typical Facebook course where I teach you how to set up a business page or an ad manager account. It's a step by step system that teaches you how to understand who your perfect customer is, how to drive that person from Facebook to your e commerce store and convert them into a raving paying customer. Now, taking it one step further, this is specifically how the program looks. So, module one is called Bulletproof Your Business. This is where we rip the band aid off and we really start to understand your numbers and how you can reach your desired revenue and income goals. Once you know that, the second part of that module is to go ahead and create a launch plan to match. Now, in my coaching experience, one of the biggest obstacles business owners have is understanding their numbers and what they need to do in order to be able to reach their revenue and income goals. We often, and I have totally been guilty of this myself, set really big targets, financial targets for ourselves, and then we go off and we start taking lots of action. But we actually don't understand that the goals that we've set and the action that we're taking aren't in alignment or aren't going to produce the outcome that we want. And so in module one, we look at what the big picture is and what the realistic work or numbers need to be, or how many visitors you need to your website in order to be able to convert into paying customers. We make it really super logical so that you understand what hasn't been working, what has been working, and how it will work moving forward for you. My members that have been through the FB Revolution so far have, said that module alone is worth its weight in gold because they feel like they have so much clarity on why they haven't been achieving their sales numbers in the past and what they actually need to do in order to be able to meet them in the future. And then once I know the numbers, create the actual plan, the marketing plan and the launch plan to match. So that module alone is it's so powerful. And I already know that if you're listening to this, you would just get so much out of that module just by itself. But of course, there are 7 other modules. And module 2, once we know the numbers, is about who these people are. So who are the numbers and who is your ideal customer? Once you've gotten, to understand your customer better than they know themselves, we then start to understand what journey it is that they take from thinking about the product that you have to finding you and purchasing the product from you. Because history, repeats itself. So if we can understand where it is that most of your current customers have been finding your business or the pathway in which they've taken to find you and why they've purchased from you, we can then recreate that same pattern moving forward to help you continue to repeat and attract more paying customers to your business. Module 3, we then jump into social media and digital marketing, where you have the opportunity to learn how to create engaging captions that convert. So no more brain freeze, Brenda, where you are stuck staring at a computer screen, trying to think about what you're going to post and then procrastinating until the day after day. You're going to get my 3-step formula on how to go ahead and always confidently have a content plan in place that connects with your ideal customers, that not only gets them to know, like, and trust you, but also want to buy from you as well. Module 4, we jump into owning your X factor, looking at other tools in the FB platform, such as stories and lives. And then module 5, harnessing the power of Facebook groups. Now, if you have heard or followed any of my work before, you'll potentially know that I truly believe that Facebook groups are one of the most untapped tools we have available for us in business to be able to generate profit and beyond in these online communities. And in module 5, you're going to understand why it is that I believe that. And you're going to get excited about it because you'll believe it too. As I'm also going to teach you step by step on how to find the perfect Facebook groups and how to go ahead and connect with their with its members, and get them to know, like, and trust you. And just like that same behavior on your business page, how to go ahead to get them to go to your store and want to buy from you as well, right? So it's so powerful, that module. Again, worth its weight in gold, and I know that you'll absolutely love it. Module 6 and 7 are moving away from free marketing strategies to paid ones. So looking at Facebook ad fundamentals and some basic paid advertising on that platform. And then module 8 is email marketing made simple. So you might think that's a little odd to throw email marketing into the mix. But again, if you have followed me on social or been listening to my podcast or anything like that, you'll also potentially know that as much as I am so grateful to platforms like Facebook to be able to grow businesses on and attract paying customers, the key thing that what I teach in the Facebook revolution or in the FB revolution is how to use a platform like Facebook to connect with your perfect customer, how to get them to like and follow your page, engage, head to your site, how to retarget them through Facebook ads, but also encourage them to join your email mailing list. That, to me, your email mailing list, whilst I teach digital marketing strategies, the email mailing list is a pot of gold. And the reason why I say that is because we don't own Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. If one of these platforms, we were to wake up tomorrow and that platform no longer existed, and we were putting all our eggs in that one basket and all our perfect and paying customers hang out on that platform, and then all of a sudden it's gone, our whole business would fall to the ground because we wouldn't know who those people were. So the more people that we can, encourage to go from social media to our websites and to our email mailing list, the stronger our business is for future growth moving forward. We are then in a really powerful position. And in module 8, I go into more detail around why email marketing is still the best strategy out there, why it's still got the highest return on investment, why it's so important and why I'm so passionate about it. And of course, how you can go about focusing on using the tool Facebook to grow your email database to be able to convert, people who are interested in your products into people that are buying your products. So another gold filled module, right? So if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, essentially the FB revolution takes you from where you are right now and teaches you all of the tools and strategies that you need to implement into your business to scale to 5K revenue months and then just continue to be consistent and for it to grow even more. It is, as I have mentioned previously, it's not your normal Facebook course. It is in depth. It is filled with gold. They are proven strategies, and it's super fun at the same time. So what more can you kind of want? So along with those modules where there are recorded training videos, you also get access to workbooks, checklists, templates, and so much more. So you simply follow each of the steps. All of the hard work has been done for you. You just simply have to take the action and implement it in order to see the results. Now, last but not least, not only do you get access to the FB Revolution membership portal for 12 months, where you get it's like a capsule that's got all those trainings and templates and tools inside of it. But you also get mentored by me for 12 months, which alone, how phenomenal is that, right? So, all jokes aside, for the 12 months, you do get access to our private Facebook group where you get extra accountability, support. There's monthly live training, pretty much anything we can think of to help support you in reaching your goals over your 12 months with us. So in there we have lots of fun. On Mondays there is an accountability thread. On Fridays a celebration thread. As I mentioned, there's monthly live group training. So you submit a self-reflection on the month before and what you're working for the month ahead, the plan to get there. We discuss that together to make sure you've got absolute clarity and certainty and confidence, and you've got a really cool community around you to be able to support you in your business growth goals too. So there you have it. If you've perhaps heard or seen me talking about the FB Revolution and have been curious to know what it's all about, well, now you know. If you've got any questions or would like to know more about, if the FB Revolution is for you or how you can go about joining our next intake, then please reach out. There are no silly questions. I would love to connect with you. All you have to do is send me a personal message on Facebook, a DM on Instagram, or shoot me an email to louise@louisestevens.co. All of this information is in the links to make it super easy for you to be able to find me. But, I would really love to connect with you, even if you don't care about the FB Revolution and you just want to say hi. I would love to hear from you. And I, of course, would love to answer your questions regarding the program, help you decide if it is the right fit for you moving forward for the next 12 months. And how I can help mentor you with a combination of all of the recordings to really accelerate the growth of your e-commerce business. So everyone, that is it for today's episode. I hope that you have enjoyed hearing as much about the FB Revolution as I have enjoyed sharing it with you. It is my baby. It is my heart and soul. It's literally everything I know or have learnt over the last 10 years in business, provided to you in a wonderful membership portal, easy to follow, step by step, basically guidelines on how to go ahead and to scale your business to 5K revenue months as well. So have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I will see you in the next episode.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode. If you've loved it, please go ahead and hit subscribe so you are notified when new episodes go live. Whilst you're there, I'd love it if you could leave me a review too. Then head on over to www.fbrevolution.co/masterclass, where you can gain instant access to my free and super juicy training, steal my 5-step Facebook selling system, and scale your e-commerce business to 5K months. See you on the next episode.